up, everybody? It's your girl, Tiara Moore. No, I'm not coming to be in your biz. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm not even about to sit up here and lie. I'm coming to be in your business today. Sis, bro, I love you. But I'm coming to be in your business because I care. So I'm going to pose the same question that the Lord posed to me a few months ago when I first started my fast and consecration. And the question that I have for you guys today is, what if God handled you the way that you handle people? I must take a moment and let y'all marinate on that. What if God handled you the way that you handled people? Because a lot of the times, people don't want to do self-evaluations or self-checks, but that's literally how you grow. And as you grow and mature, first it'll come from people that love you, people that care, people that want to see you in a better space. You being your best version of yourself. People will tell you about yourself, but it's something different. This is how I knew I was growing. I knew I was growing when I started checking myself. And when the Lord asked me that question, I was just like, I ain't never really think about how I treated people. I'm just, worried about how people treat me, but I'm not really worried about how I treat people. But it does matter. It matters. And as you grow and as you learn and as you evolve, you realize that you won't be blessed if you are sowing bad seed when it comes to people. You won't be blessed if you're putting seed in bad soil. You won't be blessed if you are always negative and always a negative Nancy and always, rah rah. You won't be blessed. What you'll end up doing is you'll end up running that blessing away. Those people that are connected to you, that God sent you to help push you into a better you or into a better space, you will end up running those people off because you were so on edge or defensive. And it's crazy because I didn't realize I had an issue until I took a selfie of my character. Tiara, what do you mean by taking a selfie of your character? Y'all know how y'all pose? Got your camera? Click. I literally did that with my character and the way that I responded and the way that I treated people, or just, the way that I spoke to people and my tone. I literally had to take a selfie of my character. And when I took that selfie and looked back on it, I'm like, ooh, Terry, you're nasty. You don't want to be like this. This is not you. And what I had to realize was I turned my traumas, I was turning my pain, I was turning my anger based upon what someone did to me. I was turning all of that into a negative response, or me having a deeper tone when I'm talking to people, or me just, responding in a hostile or sarcastic way. Like, all of that came from the pain that I endured in the past. As I said before, my question to you is, what if God treated you the way that you treat people? Would you be blessed? Would you be prosperous? Would you be up? Because a lot of the times people think that they can sow bad seed and still be blessed, but it doesn't work like that. The Bible tells us that we reap what we sow. So if I am sowing evil, if I am sowing malice, if I am sowing competition, if I am sowing insecurity, if I am just dimming someone else's light in order to make mine shine bright, I'm not going to be blessed. We as believers, we as people of God, we have to make sure that we are pulling good seed from good soil. We have to make sure that we are not pulling seed from bad soil, because that seed that you pull up and then you try to replant, it's still going to be a bad seed. Y'all, when I was in my fast and consecration, after a little while after the Lord had posed this question, I'm going to say probably a couple days, the Lord told me, he said, how you treat people is a reflection of how you treat me. And I'm like, well, what you mean? When you're being inconsistent with people, when you are playing with people, when you hurt people intentionally, when you sow malice, when you are ignorant, when you find yourself in competition with people, that is literally how you treat God. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me if I trip my neighbor, if I trip my brother, I'm really tripping you? If I was to push my friend down the stairwell, I'm really pushing you. If I was to have money, feed myself, and see my neighbor, without, I'm really not feeding you.
Reminded of the saying, treat people how you want to be treated. And although it's very cliche in culture, it holds so much significance with what the Lord is trying to get us to see or get us to know. The way that you treat people is literally a reflection of how you treat him, because where he dwells in us. So that means that everything that you do to people, it's literally being done to God. Like, you have to change the way that you look at situations, change the way that you think about situations and people, because sometimes it's not even the person. Sometimes it's just the spirit that's operating in the person. We have to make sure that we are not wrestling against flesh and blood, but understand that we are wrestling against the principalities and rulers of the dark place. Like, y'all, when I tell you God is just revealing and giving me revelation after revelation after revelation about certain things, he's literally like getting me together. And if you don't take anything else from what I said today, please take this with you. Make sure that the seeds that you're pulling from are coming from good soil. Because if you pull a seed from bad soil, it's still a bad seed. It's not producing good fruit. You can't pull up a bad seed, replant it, and expect for it to produce good fruit. It's still going to produce bad fruit because you pulled from that bad soil. So make sure that you are pulling and planting in pureness and goodness. Make sure that the soil that you are planting in and pulling from is good, because you don't want to block your blessings. You don't want to block what God is trying to do for you. You don't want God, you don't want to miss God. That's a good way to put it. You don't want to miss God. I love you guys. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Don't forget to inhale and exhale, because God's got you. Don't worry, don't stress, don't fret. He got you covered.